Shem, many scholars have talked about the hadith about the remembrance of death. I was just thinking that, as you mentioned, that there are reminders of death everywhere, but still it is very easy to forget, especially nowadays. It's very easy
Sure.
to forget that.
Sure.
Why is it so easy?
Why? Because you're not surrounded by awliyas. You're not surrounded by tombs and graves. There's one. Let me tell you. Correct or no? Especially when you live in America, you live in the West, everything is about life. Especially in America. Maybe in Europe, they have weird tombs here, but I haven't really been there. I mean, they're not really like awliya, but at least something. But no, it's nothing. If you go to Muslim lands, especially you go to Ottoman lands, you cannot run away from remembrance of death because it is all around you. They built monuments of death. But it is not death. It's not death. It's not destruction. These are monuments of light. These are monuments of paradise. These are people of paradise. So now you don't think about death, you think about going to paradise. You think about being with Allah. You think about being with those ones who are with Allah. That maybe you have so much burdens with everything that you go and you spend some time with an awliya's tomb, all the burdens is lifted. And then that time you say, what is his life? His life is nonsense. And you can't wait for the next life. You understand? This is why we are on top of, these reminders of death everywhere. But there is no real reminders of the people who have passed through that doorway. And they say, come, pass through also in the best way, because your Lord cannot wait to see you too. He cannot wait. He's always calling out for you. When you are living, He's calling out for you. And He's always saying, am I not your Lord? Whatever that you need, He's providing. If you say, He hears, He listens. So now, the heart must be dead not to hear that, reminders of Allah. The heart must be dead. What are the things that reminds us of this world? Oh, look around. What are the things that keeps your heart dead from this world? In this world, in this society, what is not there? You will go through your whole day, just look around, nothing will remind you of Allah. Nothing. No one is even saying Allah or God. Nothing. Whole day. You watch something, let's say, you watch movies, right? Americans love to watch movies. It used to be comic books is only for kids, right? Now they make comic books from the 7 years old to 70 years old. They watch comic movies. Correct or no? It's a nonsense. But they watch. They're very serious about it. It's a multi-billion-dollar industry. Very serious, no? Whole world is taking over. You watch. So good. Like this or like that. Hours. Not one mention of Allah. In fact, they make sure there's no mention of Allah. Correct or no? And if there's any mention of Allah or God, they make sure that it is horrible representation. Whether it's Muslim or Christian or something, they make sure it's horrible. And they do that in Muslim countries too, of course. When the media is showing it to be like that. People are so thirsty that anything wet, they start drinking in this society. You understand? Anything wet. They say, look, it's poison. It doesn't matter, at least it's wet. But they're giving out springs of fresh water from paradise, especially in the lands of the Ottomans. That people still keep going. They still keep going. They want to be near. They just like it. It's not dark. It's not horrible. There's no darkness there. There's only light there. It's darkness with graves. It's only Christian graves, Christian cemeteries. type of stuff. You understand? They even make church with skulls and bones. And then you have no idea. You have absolutely no clue then. Who is going to run after those things? What is surrounding that? You have no clue. Or you're just completely blind. And you think because there is some power that has to come from Allah. It's not. It's coming from Shaitan, not from Rahman. So, you know that. You came back, no? How did you feel when you were there?
After we came back, it just felt really, going to work was like saying to each other also, we gotta go back to that grind of 8 to 5 that has really no meaning. It's just tasteless. Going back to it.
It's torture. Yeah, but when you were there in Turkey, what did you feel? When you're going to all these tombs that make people to walk non-stop for, let's say, 6 hours. When you think about it, that's what we did in Konya, no? We were only there for maybe 6 hours, from Fajr until Zuhr time. Why are you nodding your head? First you were yawning, and now you weren't even there, you're nodding your head like you were there, huh? Tawbah, astaghfirullah. Maniac. Walking non-stop, right? On lack of sleep and everything. But what do you feel? When you were there in Konya, when you were there in Bursa, what did you feel when you were visiting the tombs?
A lot of energy.
Life. It's not death, it's life. You get a buzz. And a feeling that is not from this world. That actually makes you to find this world tasteless. Correct or no? What a task the Ottomans had, to translate all of that into a state. You understand? To take all of that, meaning that you find this world tasteless, but to find the taste of the Akhirat, and to put that into an empire that makes you to rise in this world, but to have the world under your feet and to look towards Allah. It's not easy. Yeah. That you see the Ottoman Padishahs, they are, some of them they are, of course they are awliyas, they are, but some of them they are caught, they say we don't want to be Padishah, we want to be dervish. They're really suffering to be Padishah, they want to be dervish. And I was reminded that the great saint Abu Wafa, Hazrat Ali, he was living in the time of Sultan Mehmed Fatih. And I was reminded. Sultan Mehmed Fatih, he went to his dargah so many times, the Shaykh never let him in. Would not allow the emperor to enter. When he was asked, he was crying. The Shaykh was crying. The Shaykh says, I cannot, because if he takes one breath of air in our dargah, he's going to leave everything. And he's going to be a dervish. I cannot allow that to happen. He has to rule. And the Shaykh was crying because the Shaykh says, we have love for him too, but we will never meet in this world. We will never be Shaykh and murid in this world. And he was the one who led the funeral, the janazah prayers for Sultan Mehmed Fatih. You understand? That is the kind of empire that we inherit. So, astaghfirullah. What are we? What are we doing? Well, we think we are something. Astaghfirullah. How shameful it is to think we are something. We're doing something. It's an honor for us to even hear their names, to be associated with them. It's an honor for us to even be stepping on the places I'm saying astaghfirullah, that I'm stepping in the same soil, the same space, the same jami that they are stepping on. But we are here, we have to do our work. So we continue, inshallah. But don't ever let your ego to fool you. Okay? Fatiha.